Hello and welcome to The Subtle Way with me, Anna, energy medicine practitioner and yoga instructor. So bringing you subtle energy yoga practices, integrating the subtle approach to move and heal and restore with ease, softly, gently. Not to strive, not to push, but to nurture and nourish. Because when we are dealing with chronic conditions and illnesses, at least in my own experience, if I pushed too hard, I paid a price. Whereas if I just kept reminding myself just to move back softly and gently, or move forward softly and gently, I could create changes in my body and my physiology and restore myself from chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, POTS, which are the main conditions I dealt with. So I want to create a space where you can do that too. So this practice is focusing on the hips today to try and get to open some space, some gentle movement. If we've been in a place where we've had to spend a lot of time lying down or just sitting and reclining, this part of our body really tightens up, and then we're not communicating between the upper body and the lower body very well. So let's just get into this practice and start creating some movement through the body. So just bring your hands on your knees comfortably. Turn your attention inwards, paying attention to the sensations of the inhale and the exhale. Just observing the different areas that expand and contract. Not trying to change the breath at this point, just seeing what is right now. You can keep your eyes open, or if you like, you can keep them closed. It's up to you, whatever feels most comfortable. And as you're aware of the breath and the different sensations and the areas, noticing the texture of the breath. Do you breathe with ease? Is it smooth, or is there raggedness or jaggedness to the breath? So just observing without judgment. And as you're aware of the breath, also being just aware of your body. Is there areas of tension or tightness? Just seeing if you can soften those a little bit. Soften into your body, into this moment. And if everything just feels too tight and it's too much, just be aware of that. Just recognize it. You don't need to try and change it. It's just what happens with ease and naturally. And we're going to bring a little movement into the body with the breath. So as we inhale, we let ourselves come forward a little bit and gently lengthening up through the spine and a gentle bend backwards, coming into a seated cat-cow. As we exhale, allow the spine to round and gently push back. If you need to, you can always move forward a bit on your chair to give yourself a little bit more space. So again, as you inhale, so just working with your own breath pace with the movement. As you come forward, gently lifting up, curving backwards. As you exhale, rounding forwards, letting head and neck relax as you round. Inhaling, gently lengthening back upwards and curling back. So going with your own breath. So beginning to lengthen out the inhale and exhale. So bringing in a little bit of breath control here to bring ease into the movement and matching the movement with the breath. And just notice if the breath shifts and changes as you do the movement. And just we'll do the one last coming forward and back. And then exhaling back to center. And then we're just going to lift up one knee. And we're just holding onto the knee with a hand. And then just circling at the hip. So the movement's right up in the hip. Just creating a little space. Getting the fluids moving in the joint. Then going the other way with the hip. So you can have the movement come from the leg, or you can just take it all with the hand. I'm just taking it all with the hand because I just want the hip to be relaxed and soft. And then we'll switch sides, picking up the other side. So just want to create space, and we need to move it a little bit to do that. And then go in the other direction. And then bringing it back down. And then we're going to circle the hips of the waist. So doing seated hip circles. So just moving the weight around. And again, you might need to just wriggle forward a little bit to create a little space behind you. So just noticing as you circle how the weight moves across the sit bones and around the back. And you can start these circles really small and slowly increase them in size. Seeing what works for you, seeing how your spine feels, paying particular attention to that lumbar region. And then we're going to go the other way. So again, just noticing and observing, being in your body. And then coming back to center. And then we're just going to gently pick up our right ankle, bring it over the top of our left knee. And then our left hand is just going to hold onto the ankle for support. And then gently flexing that foot. And you may and bring the right hand to the right knee. And so you may find this is plenty. This feels like just enough. Or you might want to get a little bit deeper into that hip. And so you can just do that by pushing down with that right hand. And just noticing how that feels. And just making sure you're not overdoing it. Just staying. You can come to your edge and then just back off about 10%. And continue to breathe deeply. And if you do want to go a little bit deeper, you can gently lean forward at the waist. So just keeping the spine in a nice straight line. So the chin is slightly tucked. So all the way from the tailbone up to the top of the base of the skull is a nice straight line. Relax the shoulders. And then we'll come on back up and we'll switch sides. So bringing the other foot over. Bring the right hand onto the left ankle, just giving it that support. The other hand, gently flexing the foot. And then again, this might be plenty for you, and if it is, just stay here. Otherwise, just putting a little pressure on that left hand onto the knee. And just finding that right place for you. Make sure the shoulders stay relaxed. And then if you want to go a little bit deeper, keep the spine in one straight line, and you can gently tilt forward. So bringing a little bit more stretch into the hip and engaging in through the lumbar region as well. Nice deep breaths. And then coming on back up. And then putting that foot down. And then just going to hold onto the knees and just gently shake them back and forwards. So all the movement is just coming from the hands, so you relax the hips and just open up space through the hip. And then we're going to do a little bit of massage to help open and soothe this back of the body as well. So using the thumbs or the knuckles, just reaching behind you, lifting the hands up as high as you can and coming either side of the spine, nice and close to the spine, but either side, and just massaging down the spine. All the way as far as you can get. And then when you can't get any further, bring the hands back up, but coming a little further out and massaging down the muscles either side of the back. Just a quick massage. And then when you get to the bottom of the back, which is your gluteus maximus, you can do a little press in the center of each butt cheek. And then just gently wipe down a couple of times because we want to just bring everything down, moving and shifting the inflammation or stagnant energy down and out. And then coming over to the hips, giving a nice little rub to the hips or massage. I like to use my knuckles. I find that a little bit easier than using a thumb or fingers. And just going all the way around the hip area. And give the hands a little shake. And then just imagine, like, through your hands, give them a nice good rub, wake them up. You've got electromagnetic energy in your hands. They're one of the most useful areas for when we connect with our body, we're connecting with the different circuits. So just warm those hands up, stimulate the energy system. Flicking the fingers helps too. And then just imagine there's like a stream of energy coming out with your hands, connecting in with the fields of energy around the back. Every single cell has its own electromagnetic field. And we're just going to swipe down the side of the body, pulling out any inflammation, encouraging it to move down and out the legs and out and off the feet. So just going to do that a couple more times. So we want to start above the main area of the hips and the waist that we're working with, going all the way down. 3 times. Actually, one more time we'll do it. Take a big inhale and exhale. Use that breath to push that out. Feels really good actually. Inhale and exhale. Last time, pushing that out. And just putting the hands on the knees once more, and just going to inhale, lift up the heels, and exhale, let them plop down. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, plop them down. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, plop them down. And then we'll just do one more stretch. Bring the right hand down onto the side of the chair for support. And then the left hand reaches out nice and tall. Get a big lengthening through that spine. And exhale as you lean over to the side. Just pausing here. Take a nice big inhale. Breathing into that left side of the ribs. And exhaling. Then next inhale, reach back up. And exhale down. Then we'll go the other way. Inhale, reaching up. Nice big length through that right side of the body. Exhale as you lean over. Breathing into that right rib cage. And then next inhale, reaching back up, exhaling down. And then we're just going to bring our left hand over to the other side, coming down the outside of the right knee. And then just using that hand to lever you around. Inhale at the center, exhale, twisting around, bring the other arm wherever it is comfortable on the chair, looking behind you, relaxing the jaw, the shoulders, the hips. Feeling a nice nourishment from the twist through the entire vertebrae. And gently release. And we'll go the other way, bringing the other hand over the side of the leg. Inhale, reaching around, looking behind you. Relax the jaw, the shoulders, the hips. And then gently release. Then we're just going to move into Donna Eden's Heaven and Earth. It's just to connect in with the upper body, the lower body, the energies of the heavens, the energies of the earth. Inhale, take a nice deep breath. Reaching the hand up. You might want to look up towards the hand. Exhale as I come down to the center of the chest. Then inhale, one hand up, one hand down, palm facing up, palm facing down. Retain the breath at the top for a moment. Exhale, bringing the hands back together. Inhale, reaching back the other way. One hand up, one hand down. Feel that lengthening across both sides of the body. Exhale to the center. Inhaling back up, holding that breath. Stretching in both directions. Exhale back to center. Inhale, lengthening up one more time. Stretching in both directions. And this time as you exhale, let that hand guide you and folding down to the floor. You can let the upper body rest on the lower body. If it's not good for you to put your heart below your head, just bring an elbow onto the knees and not go all the way down. If it's open to you to go all the way down, you can gently lean forward and let the hands, and give it a moment. Just pause here. Feel a lengthening of the spine all the way from the tailbone to the top of the head. Let the neck extend, or as you relax it, let gravity pull your head down. And then we're just going to use the hands and move them in a figure 8 direction as you slowly roll yourself back up. So allow the vertebrae to restack one at a time. Allow the hands to move in the field, creating figure 8s all the way up. Once you restack the spine, winding the hands all the way up, opening them up to the sides, allowing the energy from the heavens to flow in down through your hands, down through the top of the head, flowing all the way down through your torso, through the hips, the legs, down and out the feet. Take a nice big breath here. And then the next exhale, just gathering that energy down into, rushing into your heart center. Bring the hands one on top of the other. Just resting here, let your attention come back to your breath. You can imagine again as though you're breathing in and out through the heart center. Coming back into your center of your being. And just taking a moment to have gratitude for yourself for doing this practice, showing up and nurturing your body. Letting it know that you're here and you're willing to take care of it. You may sit here for as long as you like, or you may decide just to lie down and rest for a moment. Just want to say thank you very much for joining me with this practice. If you'd like to enjoy more practices and get a further engagement in the online space, you're welcome to come and join my membership. All the details are below. Namaste. Thank you very much.